Okay, I hope everything is working now. I believe it was an OBS issue. Maybe. I may have fixed it. And now it's just whether my Wi-Fi just allows me to manage my own stream. Okay, why are we freezing? Maybe it's just this game, to be fair. Because it was mostly okay with Outlast. Hmm. That is honestly so weird. This... yeah, maybe. It's just Outlast updating. I also spelled sweetie wrong, so I'm going to change that, otherwise it will bug me. One day, Twitch, one day, please. It may actually be my really bad Wi-Fi. Turn this thing off and on again. Did that fix it? Because I just turned the game off and it's still saying it's on. There we go. Someone start chanting the chant of the Omnissiah. See if that'll get us there. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I have no clue what this game is about. Just a woman called Martha is dead. Image on the left barely visible. There we go. See, but my PC knows that I don't know how to use Task Manager. Okay, take your time. Read the content warnings. Everyone's favourite part of the game. have been enough time for everyone. 18 plus game, kiddos. Loading screens, wahoo!
Ciao, I'm Julia. Julia Kay. I'm glad you are here. Nobody has visited me in ages. It's been years now. I must tell you my story, but I don't know where to begin. There is so much that I should start from my childhood, but my memories of these times are vague. I only remember the summer of 1929, when they sent me off to stay with my nanny.
I'm not sure how good the translations are, because it's from Italian.
Will you tell me the story of the White Lady?
No, little sparrow, not tonight. A fog is coming, see?
Yes. I know that when it's foggy, the lady kills young women. But why is she so evil?
You see, Julia, pain and
Yes, I'm
suffering
back,
can
and I
make
got
us
it to
do evil
work.
things.
It was an OBS issue. I had to turn the whole thing off and on again.
Just like soldiers have to kill other soldiers. I like the lady I've decided, Nanny. She must be in so much pain. The poor dear. She still scares me a little, though. Soon I'll be a young woman, and she could kill me. Does she kill those who love her?
Of course not.
That makes me feel better because
And I had to stop updating Outlast 2.
Would she be in danger?
Your sister is with your mother, so do not worry. Do you miss them?
No. I mean, yes, I miss Martha a little, but I love spending time with you.
Now, go to sleep, little sparrow. It's getting late.
Okay, Nanny. I'll go to sleep and dream of the lady. Was she beautiful?
She was beautiful. Yes, very much so.
Then she'll be beautiful in my dreams. And will I be beautiful just like her?
You'll be even more beautiful.
Listen, Nanny. Since the lady won't harm me because I love her, and since you're not a young woman, could you tell me her story, even if it's foggy outside? Please. Oh, please. Then I'll sleep. I promise.
Oh, all right. You always get your own way.
Yeah, tell the kid a scary story before bed.
I loved Nanny and I loved that story. Every time I heard it, it sounded like a new and more mesmerizing tale. Every night I would ask her to tell me about it, even though it scared me. Even now I can remember every single day of that time and how happy I was.
According to an ancient legend, the lakes of the area are haunted by the spirit of a young woman who was killed by the man she loved.
Oh, it's a kid's book. Okay.
She was expecting a lover's stroll by the lake, gazing out at the old tree growing on the lake's island. So much hope and desire, but death, not love, was awaiting her.
We will keep listening.
In despair, the man confessed he had killed her out of jealousy. So he was hanged on the small island, in the middle of the very same lake where he had killed the girl. They searched everywhere, but but the girl's body was never found. Since then, her spirit, known as the White Lady, has been imprisoned in the depths of the lake. She grieves eternally for the loss of the man she loved. When fog arises, the White Lady is known to leave the waters of the lake and roam the woods, looking for her long-lost love in vain. Within the fog of dawn, hunters have claimed to hear the wailing of a woman in the distance.
Shall keep listening. I do want to hear the end of the story.
Every time the sad memory of the night she perished stirs in her soul, she takes the life of a young woman by slaying such a life in its youth. Even just for an instant, the lady feels free from the burden of her pain.
Okay, scary story over. Go to bed.
Good night, Nanny.
Good night, my love.
Another loading screen. Wahoo! It's a pretty cool screen, to be fair.
I spent almost 3 years with the nanny, but when I came home, I quickly forgot how to be happy. My memories do not return until 15 years later, in 1944, when I stayed in that house. I enjoyed setting up cameras in the woods by the lake. My father created a device that attached to the cameras. It would make them take pictures at set intervals. I was trying to photograph animals, or whatever else was in that damned place.
I don't think she likes the forest anymore, guys.
Reel off the film. Open the camera. Remove the old roll of film. Put the new film in. Close the camera. Load the film.
Girlie out here teaching us how the camera works.
Activate the timer. Almost ready. Now to bring the image into focus. There's something floating on the surface of the water. If I frame it better, I might be able to see what it is.
Oh no.
What? Is that a person? I must help them. I was horrified at the idea that someone might have drowned in my lake. The lake was my world, where I would spend entire days daydreaming. I would lose myself in my thoughts, but that was a rude awakening. So terrible.
fish.
I instantly noticed that the person was wearing one of my dresses. I was scared. I dragged that lifeless body as best as I could to the shore, trying not
Whoa.
to drown myself. Only when I lifted her in my arms did I realize who she was. It was my sister, my twin, a part of me, dead. Impossible to comprehend. I was desperate. I didn't know what to do or to think. I have to stay calm.
Oh no, Martha.
Martha is not dead.
I think Martha is dead.
It's not possible. It's not true. There's no need to worry. Everything is fine. Everything will be fine. I have to stay calm. Martha is not dead. It's not possible. It's not true.
Oh yeah, this is like World War II.
Martha, February 26th,
Italy.
1923.
Is everything okay?
Are you hurt?
What are you doing?
Go, Eric! Run!
My parents ran towards me. My mother hugged me. She, who detested me, was now cuddling me. Her warmth filled me with life, and the pain became bearable. I felt protected. Martha, are you okay? She asked me, speaking slowly in order to let me read her lips. She thought I was deaf. She thought I was Martha. I didn't want the moment to fade, so I meekly nodded my head. I didn't realize I had done something that couldn't be undone.
Damn, my sister died. Better steal her identity.
I would have to pretend to be Martha. Forever.
We'll do a little
O
prayer.
Lord, who gives life to the dying, let your sacrifice of love be offered for Martha's soul. Into your hands I also entrust my spirit, so that I may be reunited with her in perpetual light, to never suffer the desolation of purgatory. Please grant her eternal rest, O Lord, and may eternal light shine upon her.
Eric, did you remember to light the candles in the hall? People will be here soon.
Mummy always finds something for everyone to do. July 17th, 1944. Our family is deeply saddened and is thinking of you during this extremely difficult time. Ernesto E. and family. July 17th, 1944. Our hearts are with you and we share your grief in the wake of the tragic loss of your dearest Julia. Monsignor Attilio D. July 17th, 1944, Ministry of War. Director General why, but they have always scared me.
Probably because there's animal heads on them.
When Mummy asks for something, there's no escaping.
Let's go get the flowers, I guess.
Everything always has to be perfect with her. What's happening? Who closed the door?
Erich, wake up. Do you think it's appropriate to sleep here? Of all places?
What? Hmm? Yes. I must have fallen asleep.
Let me in, please.
What are they talking about?
You can't stay here forever.
Open the
Why don't you go to
door.
bed?
No, no. I want to stay with my daughter.
Your daughter? Your daughter? You have another daughter, you know. The one who's still alive. Remember?
What are you talking about, Irene? Julia is dead. What kind of comment is that? How can you?
You should be thinking about Martha. Julia harmed Martha. You know that, right? And as if that were not enough, she has now also abandoned her.
It's the same old story. Everything is always Julia's fault, isn't it? Her fault for Martha being deaf and for you being infertile.
Hey, yo.
Do you think it's the right time for this? Julia is dead, Irene. Dead. Someone killed her. Do you realize that?
Of course I realize. I get it. Do you think I'm stupid? No one understands it better than me. She always brought problems. Only problems. It would have been better if she hadn't been born at all. You're crazy.
I'm the crazy one? Me?
I think he's a little bit angry.
They have done this to get at me, yes. Your death is all my fault. All I could ever do for you was hurt you, Julia. My poor, sweet, crazy girl. What will I do without you? What will life be like now? All the time I didn't spend with you. But now I'm home. We can go fishing together. We can take pictures of butterflies. No. We can't do anything together anymore, can we? Nothing. I miss you, Julia. I miss you.
While American bombings continue to devastate the peaceful towns within the Elsa Valley, we have heard some tragic news from the area of La Ramola. The young daughter of German Army General Erich Kay was murdered near her home. What possible reason could there have been behind such a cowardly act? This is what the Carabinieri, who immediately intervened, hope to find out.
Oh. A German general. In these
Mother
times.
didn't seem to suffer from the situation. All she cared about was that my death was so painful for Martha. But not having me around anymore must have been a great relief to her. At the end of the day, it was better for everyone that it was me who died. And it was better for me too that people thought that. But the guilt began to consume me. That's when I started having horrible nightmares.
Damn, guess we got it all on picture.
Martha has lost her soul.
Okay, there's right answers. Bro, you stole her life. Shut up. What happened here then? A little bit of blood. And someone absolutely abusing their instrument. Oh, we're just gonna steal her face, I guess. Using her own necklace. Yummers. I don't even know what to say to that. We quite literally stole her identity. And her face. Damn.
It was just a dream. A horrible dream. That horrendous woman and the face of my sister. I wish all of this was a dream and my sister is just sleeping in her bed. Instead, her bed is empty and this is reality. This is Martha and me at the festival of the patron saint. It was only a few months ago, and now... Martha had asked for a picture of me to put in this frame. She wanted me to do one of those expressions of mine that made her laugh. Expressions that she couldn't quite imitate. She used to say that those were the signs of my soul. Can a photo capture the soul? Can I capture Martha's soul? Our beautiful home. In spite of everything, I prefer being here. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe.
What shall we wear? What's in here?
This is Martha's trinket box. It could contain something that will help to figure out what happened.
Okay, it's locked.
It's July 18th. I always keep my trinket box locked. Oh gosh, if Mummy sees this picture, she'll throw it away for sure. It's me and Lapo. I want to see him as soon as possible so we can mourn Martha's death together. Nanny will be visiting me soon.
Oh, look at the butterflies.
The butterfly collection that Daddy made for me.
Pretty.
Can I be Martha without her clothes? Mummy never wanted us to swap, so I don't know how she will take it. I could wear Martha's clothes instead, in the other wardrobe. It's me with the nanny. Or maybe it was Martha. No one can remember.
We shall wear the white top. It's quite nice. Oh, it's a dress. My bad.
Scary fairy tales. Everything seems to be scary lately. Yet everything here is so beautiful and bright. Everything I need is always in my bag. The key to my trinket box. Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. But that's okay. A new chapter in my life, a new diary. They say they brought us here for our own safety. Daddy, the war, and everything else. Nanny gave us her house and she went to look after the mansion. It's weird being back here after so many years. I remember Nanny telling me the fairy tale of the Lady of the Lake. It's one of the few happy memories I have from when I was little. Nanny isn't here and that's a shame, but Martha is here with me. I also get to see Lapo more often, which is wonderful. He's always hanging around here. Mum is thankfully too preoccupied with fixing up the house to worry about me. At least for now. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods. Every time I'm at the lake, I get a strange feeling. Maybe it's the legend of the White Lady playing tricks on me. I get weird ideas. I think that there is this presence. Then I think I'm just being crazy. Anyway, crazy or not, I want to take some pictures. I'm not scared. In fact, I'd say I'm excited. I've made arrangements with Martha. She's coming to the lake with me tomorrow to set up 2 new cameras with timers, and we'll see what we can photograph. Not before a good swim, of course. To be honest, Martha doesn't like photography all that much, and recently she's gone off swimming too. But she does like spending time with me by teasing me. Then, when she gets bored, she disappears into her books, and I do my own thing. We feel right when we're together.
Yes, Huey. I'll be right there. I'm just going upstairs to call Martha down for breakfast. Fine, but I'm
So we got to
not
find her
all
key.
day. What do you think? What did you say?
This is not the right key.
Okay,
I must
won't
get
wake
her
up.
key if I
I'll
want to
keep
know
an
what's
eye on
inside her
light.
trinket box.
So when she wakes up, she'll know when to come down for breakfast.
They really think I'm Martha and I can't hear them. I need to be careful not to talk, or I will be in serious trouble. It's about 9:30. I'm already dressed.
Can we look outside? No. Can we shut the door? No.
How wonderful the snow is. Unfortunately, it doesn't snow often around here.
That's locked.
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
Why do we need to run? This is not a peaceful morning. Out the window.
It's locked. Strange. Why did they lock my room?
Martha's breakfast is ready. We can go.
Yes. It's getting late.
Did you leave the newspaper for Martha? You know how much she likes reading it.
Yes, Irena. It's on the table, can't you see?
And that camera, are you leaving it there?
Yes, Irena. Can't you leave it there for a few more days? Do you mind? It was for Julia. I will take it away soon. I promise. The thought makes me so sad. Seeing it there is as if... I don't know how to explain it.
All right. But let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them.
Read the newspaper. And we got to put a picture in the frame. Cool. But we shall look around a little bit more.
I liked watching Nanny as she cooked. I always picked up loads of techniques.
Oggi Bonsi. On the day of Saint Alexis, the battle rages in the city tormented by
Florence,
Anglo-American
July
bombing.
15th,
Our Lady
1944.
of Carmel,
General
the company
Erich
of the
K.
Fascium Regiment,
As per our
It's
prior
okay.
agreement, we are sending you military encrypted
We have
communication material.
switched game because
The device
Outlast
is
2
carefully
needed to
hidden in
download.
secret.
So this is Martha is Missing.
Feld Mascherallo, Carl H.
It is set in World War II Italy, and we are the child of a German general. This is This is our sister. She drowned. So we have stolen her identity.
What the hell? For a moment I thought I saw... No, that's not possible. It must be this whole situation making me see things that don't exist.
But the downside to stealing our sister's identity is she was deaf. So we got to be very, very convincing. We can't, like, talk or anything. And there was a nightmare where someone came and cut off our sister's face
In these difficult times,
and put it on their
countries
own.
are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce.
Yes. So we were there when she drowned. We're the ones who pulled her out of the lake. And she had a necklace with her name on, which we then put on. And because we're twins, the mother immediately thought that we were the sister, whose name is Martha, which is why it's called Martha is Dead.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric.
They're
4
identical
meters of green
twins.
satin. Delivered in
And
June
she
5th,
always hated our
1944.
character,
In the
Yulia.
event of an issue, contact us on the number 698.
It's not Victorian, it's World War II.
It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
But they're identical twins, and the mum hated Yulia so much that she sent her away a lot, so I'm not entirely sure she could tell the difference.
These could be of use to me.
Yoink.
Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. Mummy's medicine. Will they do her any good? Our wine. Daddy is so proud of
Oh
it.
no, the wine. No, they had a nanny, and this isn't even their house. This is the nanny's house. They're now living here because of the war. It's safer for the kids. Or child, now. And the nanny moved into their mansion.
These workbenches fascinate me. I would love to learn carpentry. This is where Nanny's husband made my dolls. The puppets I used to play with were made here. I never knew that when I was
I mean, she
a
works for a
child.
general,
Always told me that
so-
a fairy bought them. I didn't really believe
even
them.
though this is like
It was nice to think that.
dictatorship Italy, I'm pretty sure.
Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to. There are 3 baths when developing photos. The development bath, then the first rinse, and then the fixing bath. The second rinse is done directly in the sink afterwards. Before I can use the enlarger, I should take a photo.
Okay, so we've got to go take a photo and then bring it down here. No, I haven't. The chair. No, my sister was always better at photography, but we would send them away to print shops to do. And we only really had digital cameras. Or like the single-use ones you would get for holidays. But yeah, hold on. In here, it's like the funeral. She only died a few days ago. This is our twin. The mum could not care less. Maybe.
For Julia, to take more and more photos, Dad. I can verify that the camera is still working by taking a photo. I could photograph a sparrow. There are so many of them out here. Chocolate, a privilege for few people in these times. Bread, butter, jam, and coffee. Martha's typical breakfast. I prefer honey and milk, but I'll have to adapt to her tastes, obviously. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them.
Oh, we have a bike. We're gonna be zipping about the place. Okay, it's a 1940 roller cord specifically. And then some photos will have hidden elements to progress the game story. While holding the camera, that will appear. Cool. Oh, we can get skins. A to continue or to exit. Oh, that's cool. It tells you like the differences. Open the adjustments panel. This is a lot of information all at once. You get different things. So adjustment. Turn around, little birdie. Pew! You can take as many photos as you want, but only a few will be critical to the story's progress, and then you will learn to develop it.
Excellent.
Ooh!
I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the dark room in the cellar to print it. Daddy recently became a general in the German army. He used to take pictures on the front lines, but now he gives me the materials to take photographs instead. Now that Martha is gone, only this camera can fix my ideas and my memories. I can't allow myself to forget.
To the dark room we go! What do you mean, what in the physics? I don't know if that's at all accurate. I've never done this before. Yeah, to adjust like the photo and stuff. I'm glad she knows what she's doing. To develop a photo, you will first have to use the enlarger. The enlarger is an optical instrument that allows you to process photographic paper. After shooting the photo, the film must be developed in several steps. This aspect has been omitted for the sake of simplicity. Thank the Lord. But in reality, the steps are as following. The film is firstly rolled on a reel and put inside a small tank. The tank is then immersed in the developer, washed, and then immersed in the stock bath. It is then washed again, dried, and finally cut. Okay. Choose the image you want to print. The preview will help you choose. You will see your images in negatives. Cool. That. Yeah. The enlarger allows you to customize your photos even more. You can choose on which part of the paper the picture will be printed. Blah 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 blah. Use the controls. Da, da. When the 3 circles are aligned, the picture is focused. Boom. When the red filter is removed, the image is exposed onto the paper. This process has been automated and made faster than what happens in real life. Immerse the paper in developer and the image will appear. To achieve ideal exposure. Why am I playing Dead by Daylight? Real life immersion in the developer is followed by a wash, a stop bath, and then a second wash. These additional baths have been skipped for the sake of simplicity.
Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly.
Cool.
Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame.
Is there like a specific place we should do the photos, you think? Or let's read the newspaper.
Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family.
That's our
brutally
sister.
murdered near
Or
her home.
us, technically.
Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. Firm bulwark even in the skies. 159 aircraft of the Germanic defense shot down in 24 hours. Major Russian operation northwest of Jassy. Enemy convoy lost in the Mediterranean. 2 destroyers and 6 merchant vessels sunk. Julia Kay, distressed but supported by faith. Renee the mother, Erich the father, and Martha the sister sadly announced Julia's passing. The funeral will take place in La Romola, Thursday, July 20th at 9:30 p.m., departing from the property of the deceased. First improvements in food registration. Bread rations increased by 50 grams per day as of April 20th.
Damn, a whole
Kilo
50
more every
grams?
month of soup ingredients. Reforms to the treatment of agricultural workers and an unexpected distribution of jam.
Amazing. back to the basement to get the tripod. There we go.
Camera is set up with the self-timer.
We'll do a smiling photo. Give me the film. To the red room. To the red room.
It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film, a kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy.
There we go.
Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone.
So the story behind that is Martha always wanted a picture of Yulia for her picture frame, but she died before she could get one. So we've got one for her. Oh, this is just the loading screen. It is a long-ass loading screen. Yeah.
I was obsessively thinking about Martha and what had happened.
Our actual dreams are worse.
But suddenly, a thought took control. The memory of that day at the lake was becoming more and more like a dream when, after awakening, the image becomes more and more faded. Could it be that the memories were a figment of the mind? Had I been the one that hurt my sister? I had always envied her, and now I had taken her identity. I experienced a suffocating pattern of thoughts. I decided to go straight to the lake to retrieve the film rolls. They would tell a different story, I was sure. But deep down, I kept hoping they would confirm my fading memory. Of course the door is locked. The keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is eating me up.
Okay, we gotta find the study.
I don't have the courage to use the phone. Not right now. July 18th. Everything has changed. I feel like a different person. The best part of me left with Martha. My enthusiasm, my desire to live, and the will to joke around. I find myself alone, left to my own devices, confused with no desire or expectations. I was handling the cameras at the lake and there was a floating body on the water. I don't remember what I was doing before. Yet another memory lapse. That lifeless body was Martha's, my sister. Mummy ran up to me and hugged me, thinking I was Martha and that I, Julia, was dead. I didn't correct her mistake and now it's too late. If they find out I have been fooling everyone, I don't even want to think about it. I feel terribly guilty pretending to be Martha, pretending to be deaf. I took the photo for Martha's frame. I know it's too late now, and I felt incredible pain placing the picture. I said goodbye to her forever in that moment. I realized she was gone, and there was no going back. I must do one thing for Martha. I must find out what happened. The partisans couldn't have killed her. That's just ridiculous. Lapo is my friend, and he is one of them. He loved us so much. We know all of them, so it's just impossible.
Oh yeah,
That's
candle.
the camera flash. Now I can
Oh,
photograph
camera flash.
Martha even in the dark. Daddy's stuff. War maps. I've heard everything will play out on this new defensive line.
Keys. We're free. Lamp. Okay, where's the lake? Oh, we need to take a photo of Martha. That's back in the house.
It's dangerous using a gas lamp indoors. I could set something on fire. I should put the lamp down before entering the house.
Okay. So this. There we go. And a little bit of focus. Boom. Oh, my eyes.
Done. It would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture.
Okay, go develop the photo. Oh, what's this? A camera. It's a new skin. Wahoo!
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. Blue filter, ideal for indoor photos. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Orange filter, when there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast.
Filters.
A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died.
The soundtrack is actually quite good for this game so far.
Her face can no longer tell me if what happened was my fault. I should have known that already. All I can do is head to the lake and get those rolls.
To the album. I was kind of expecting one of the parents to just be there. Lamp. Okay, we just got to follow the path.
I came here to fish when I was little. I went with that ever so kind man who worked for my father. Who knows where he is now? Maybe he joined the war too.
Wrong way. This way. Oh, tree. I don't know where we're going. But clearly not this way. Just in a field. Nice.
I love the night, but this night scares me. In the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing?
Okay, we need a tripod for that one. There we go. Click. Be blinded.
German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows.
Okay, that's where we're going. spooky music.
Oh no! Damn lamp! Luckily, I still have my lighter with me.
Ma'am?
The cameras are somewhere around here.
We-
2 cameras left.
Yoink it off. Can I use this tripod? No. Okay. There's one.
One more camera to collect.
So this is where our sister drowned. So we are hoping that the cameras show what happened. Oh, a little red cloth.
A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo of it and leave it where it is. That's it. I've got them all. These films are going to help me understand what happened. Now I should rush home to develop them.
Click.
How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar.
Just dash up here. There is nothing dangerous about this at all. Thought there was something on the floor. Guess not. I don't think I appreciate the creepy voices though. Hello, map. There we go. Okay. Just gotta run along the path. Why are we no longer running? Gone. Never see me again. Why are we slowing down? Oh, we're in hell. That's why. We a kid again? Oh, no. Hi, Spider. How are you today? Yummers. What has the world done? Oh, we have been birthed. Hello? How dare they make you participate? Okay, so this game is Martha is Dead. This game's Martha is Dead. It's about this girl living in World War II era Italy. Her father is a German general. The double G always gets me. Her sister, Martha, drowned in a lake, so we stole her identity. And we are now trying to figure out what actually happened to Martha. While also coming to terms with the fact we stole her identity and we're kind of losing it a little bit. It's a very psychological game. I was supposed to be playing Outlast 2, but it needed to update. So we're stuck with this. But it's been pretty good so far.
Oh, yet another nightmare. She entered my dreams once more. Maybe she wants to talk to me. What am I saying? Fairy tales coming true. Yet I feel... No, these are the thoughts of a crazy person, and I'm not crazy.
Nope. It's just that time of the month, I guess. That's a lot of blood.
Damn it, what's all this blood? I'm not due yet, and there's a lot more than usual. What's happening to me? Am I going to be joining Martha sooner than I thought? I have to wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls.
Why did we put the picture upside down? We shall wear the grey today.
What am I thinking? I would stain my
Never
clothes with
mind.
blood.
Nope. Gotta find the bathroom. There's a light at. Bidet time.
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise, he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
Could we clean up the sheets? Damn.
The elegant dress? No, I'll never hear the end of it from Mother.
The grandma dress it is. I guess we can't change the sheets. I mean, if you saw the size of this house, you would know that we do.
It's very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
Do we listen to the conversation? Keep in mind, we're meant to be deaf, so it'll be very weird for people.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting.
Can I save quick? Yes. We will save and try.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared, and Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who, deep down, is a good woman.
The nanny. I believe the nanny is the one who hurt Julia. With her evil passion for those cards, they are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course, I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's death. My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Don Attilio, he is a great friend, but what a weird view. Those cards are just a game, but most importantly, they're mine.
Following the dramatic
Why on
news
earth
from
did
the
they take them
countryside,
from me?
Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety
25
of
ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect.
for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed night and day. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who are on the street, or who are found looking out of their windows. I shall repeat for clarity. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes.
General
and
Edict K.
walk the streets
New
of
rules
San
on
Cassiano.
curfew and women's
All
behavior.
windows, including
German
cellars,
command of
house
S.
entrances, and
Vincenzo
doorways,
Arturi.
must
Telephone
remain
number
closed night and day.
1185.
The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches.
The
and
radio
other
needs to
large
be kept
buildings.
on at all
The
times these
patrols
days.
of German
It can
armed
save your
forces
life
have
knowing
orders
things
to
on
shoot
time,
at people
especially
who are
before
on
they
the
happen.
street, or who are found looking out of their windows.
Damn, look out your window. Shot.
Herverton again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her. Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
Okay, my theory is Martha was the pregnant one. And she was like, because they're identical, trying to pin it on Julia. Instead, she died. My cards!
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise? She leaves them everywhere. I think she's having too many and too often. Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide?
Okay, we need to find that key.
This is Mummy's jewellery. She wears them every day. Even though Daddy says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says.
Let's see. Let's go with that one. Oh. Oh, can we just pick multiple? The world. Mm-hmm. The lovers.
The end of a relationship. It's very clear, but my plans will be successful. I only need to know what these plans are.
The one on the pink keyring.
The keys to my old room are not here. Where are they?
Okay, that's locked. The newspaper. The house has to be stinky at some point. Surely.
I don't need that right now. Dante's Inferno illustrated by Dore. Always hanging cheery things.
I have a copy of that. It's very good. Something new.
With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Red filter for super high contrast photos. I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay. Ready?
Go.
Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film roles. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time. These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
One picture. Do them in order so I don't forget which ones I've done. Well, that one's the same. Ooh. Is that Martha I see?
Here I was running toward the pier. just as I remember.
I don't know how many pictures we're meant to do. I think there's a specific one we need. It's a very time-consuming mechanic, this. But I kind of like it.
Yes, I've undressed and I'm about to dive in. This matches my memory.
Yeah, Spider's here now. You're not well, so I don't think anyone can blame you. Oh, he's sleepy. That's why.
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something. Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done.
Yeah, let's go talk to the
One of
Lake
Daddy's own
Ghost.
photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Okay, gotta go read the newspaper. I need to find a key. Then talk to the ghost.
The Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. Italian workers in Germany. The following rules are in place for workers who voluntarily work in Germany. A commitment of a maximum period of 1 year before returning to Italy. War rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time. Fighting in Normandy. Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from Perrières to Carentan. Hohenheber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
Okay. We won't go to the lake yet. I'm still calling that Martha was the pregnant one. And she was just lying. So this is the room we gotta try get into. If I were to hide a key, where would I hide it? A gun.
There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened.
Okay, let's go to the lake.
During deep winter, I would go to sleep snuggled by the fire and Nanny would get angry. Do you want to turn into a piece of charcoal, Julia? These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here.
Oh, moo! A little personal church, I guess. Can we go in? No.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
That's fine. We'll leave it for now. What's this way? A town, I think.
This is the center of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
Oh, bike pump.
A tripod is necessary
No, tripod.
to take photos with long exposures. I have found
Wahoo.
what I need to take infrared photos.
Can take an infrared camera here. we'll go develop that.
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Okay, what kind of paranormal activity are we gonna captured on this film?
What is this? A joke? Maybe someone wrote on the film? Also, what does that even mean? Lights, like divine light? Something to do with religion, maybe?
Mad. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight. However, I may throw us into a raid if you guys want to stick around for a little bit. Who's live? Oh, Jonesy's live. He's one of Bunny's friends. Thank you all very much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it.